You are now rocking with the 3-yard play.
Right.
We just figured out a 3-yard play, fam. We're gonna win every time.
Yeah.
Hit that link with you. Come on in.
You're tuned into the 3-Yard Play podcast. Well, the only question is, does it work for you?
Trail got wings, bitch.
We been working all year. It's game time. We all here. We turned up. Oh yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year. We been working all year. It's game time. We all here. We turned up. Oh yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year. We live in weight just to hold up the trophy. Flag on the plate, cause them haters can't hold me. And 1, 2-a-days and run up the biggest hill just to sharpen up my skills. They hit the scoreboard first, I had to hit them drills. Time I get around the corner, they gon' see my new wheels. After practice, till the lights come on, till they bust ride out and they gone. That rally had us help, my teammate down the steps. Player, we got plays you ain't even seen yet. I post up and fade away like graffiti. Just don't claim it's love when you see us on TV. We been working all year. It's game time. We all here. We turned up. Oh yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year.
3-Yard Play podcast.
We been working
brought to you by reality.
all year.
Where it is what it is.
Game time.
You get what you get.
We all here.
So comment and let us know where you
Oh
live.
yeah. Cause we finna be the champs this year.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the 3-Yard Play podcast. And we're here this week to discuss adjustments that we're going to make in the huddle moving forward. You know, as we step into this 2023 season right now, the year 2022 went by really fast, man. Record pace damn near. But as we prepare for the next year, what are we going to do different to move out and get better results? As we were discussing success, you know, what adjustments can we make moving forward? And shit, LJ, I'll let you kick the ball off if you know something you want to start with, or Timo. I mean, does anybody have anything they want to jump out there with?
I guess if I started, I would probably start with like time management, right? As you said, that the year went by in such a record pace, man. It was just like, man, I'm running out of time, especially like when they do the change of the time period where they daylight savings time and all that stuff. It'll really throw you off as you're trying to, get reacclimated to doing things you need to get done in a day. So I don't know, man. Me personally, I know I got to work on time. Time, is fleeting. Like, I just feel like I never have enough time in a day to get what I need to get done, And so whether that means me having to actually jot down like actual notes on what I need to do, that's probably going to be my new plan. Like, okay, check this off. Boom, check this off. I had a friend of mine, he used to do that, and I used to kind of make fun of him. I'd be like, man, bro, yeah, you got that pad out all the time. But truth be told, he got a lot of things done, and he was just like, bro, it's just a matter of maintaining, time management, because you let a lot of time go by throughout the day, and you just don't even know it's gone. No. So yeah, I'm trying to. I know that's one thing starting off. I need to make sure to be successful coming in this next year. I'm gonna have to get on this time management thing where I'm maximizing every minute of the day.
Right. Shoot, yeah, I can get that. Like, I think I was talking to you a little earlier. But one of the things I have to do, one is manage my time as well, because I need to be more impactful and more efficient. I've been double booking because my brain just keep churning and churning. But having said all that, though, the big money play, I guess you say, or the 3-yard play, is to I need to become more efficient in my outreach, if you will. Meaning talk about more things I do. Like what I found in 2022 is I allow myself to shrink myself to fit in different environments. And I need to be better than that. You know what I mean? I need to be more efficient in terms of my growth and my development. And that starts with just kind of creating more spaces for dialogue, creating more content, and more outreach with the youth, if you will. You know, that's my lane. I'm always trying to hold a space. So I've already have 5 projects set up for between now and June that all centered around creating space that allow me to, you know, me and others to share and some guidance and some tips to help youth move forward, you know what I mean, and create more space like we talked about in our success in the previous podcast. What liberation look like for me is just kind of giving more of myself and creating lanes and changing mindsets to help others move forward. That'd be more fulfilling to me.
I understand that. I think for myself, one thing I've noticed as of late is that I don't get out nearly as much as I used to, and that I just got to focus this next year on building those business relationships again and getting back in front of people and just getting back in the marketplace more so on the ground level, being accessible and, you know, just getting to know who are the movers and shakers right now, who are the people you need to know, and the folks doing things to just get more interjected in the culture of the city. Because here in Atlanta, there's so much going on, but there's also there's such an influx of people that things are always turning over, even as to what events are going on, who's doing what. So, you know, for a variety of things, even to promote the podcast, just to get out and speak with people and let folks know, hey, this is what we got going on. Because on some level, you know, to some degree, you trap within the circle of people you know, and you want to even break outside and just get to the world by going out sometimes directly and accessing the world. So I know I've allowed myself to get too far removed or just, you know, too in my own bubble, which has been good to some degree, and that's allowed me to create and work and fine tune some skills. But then there's also the other aspect of just getting out, marketing, talking to people, and building those relationships. So I'm making that part of my goal for this next year going forward, is just to get in the mix a little bit more. And then I think also to implement systems and to put more systems in place. You know, sometimes I'm guilty of just trying to do too much myself, and that's cool, but you're not really getting the maximum out of your efforts or your energy or your time unless you really have systems to delegate and put things in place, you know, better, or just use tools and technology, use things more to an advantage by implementing systems. So that's something that I would like to incorporate, you know, for myself more so going forward this next year, is just try to integrate more systems and make that part of my day to day.
What do y'all think about? What do you think about like health? You know, health being a part of your success. You know what I'm saying? Like going forward into this next year. I know for me, uh, sleep. I just didn't sleep enough. You know, I feel like because I was trying to hustle and bustle so hard. You know, I'm thinking I'm getting stuff done because I'm working. I'm going in. I'm doing what I need to do, but I come to realize that, man, if I just get some rest, I haven't really lost time. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back refreshed. I'm coming back uh, uh, energized to complete another task. But sometimes me not sleeping is maybe even slowing up some of my progression into success. You know what I'm saying? Me not having an opportunity to exercise or putting in that time to exercise to keep myself healthy, that could also hinder, you know, me function on a day-to-day basis to be successful. You know what I mean? So what do y'all think?
Man, I think that's awesome. Because it's funny you bring that up, because that's pretty much some of the platforms and the projects I'm working on. It's like trying to provide non-judgmental support and guidance to other individuals, because coming out of 2020 and that COVID and quarantine, I was burned out. I was going through it. I had to go spend a lot of time this year in counseling, doing a little therapy to kind of get my mind right. And as I've been kind of clearing some hurdles, I've been sharing kind of my journey through memes on my social media feeds, and kind of help people see that, hey, you're gonna go through some things, but there's some you need to tend to your own wellness and health. You know what I mean? So trying to drop about 20 to 30 more pounds. A couple years ago, diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, trying to lead that with the doctor. You know what I mean? That's about diet and exercise. You know what I mean? So trying to be more consistent in that area.
Right.
But more than anything, man, I want to make sure I really connect with others and do this relationship management in terms of being more intentional about promoting health and wellness, if you will, but from a mental health standpoint, helping young folks and older folks deal with stress management, identifying those stresses and kind of reframing the narrative, if you will, so we can kind of be on the right in the right mindset for success. You mentioned like go, man. If we keep go, either you're going to have to either tend to your own health or you're gonna be forced to. You know what I mean? I'd rather do it on the front end than wait on the back end when it might not be advantageous for me.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that, especially on that mental health and the rest, portions. Also, just continue to exercise. I've done an all right job, borderline job of exercising and just doing stuff to stay physically fit. I want to do more of that this year coming up because I also noticed that the more I work out and exercise, do calisthenics, be it ride my bike or jog, anything, overall, the better I feel. And the more energy I have, and even just feeling more limber, and it doesn't take as much effort, or at least it doesn't feel like it takes as much effort to do the things that I want to get done when I have been exercising and been making it a point to stretch and be more rested. In terms of eating, it's funny because the older I get, my diet and my digestion has just changed. I can't eat some stuff that I used to eat, and some stuff is just not appealing. Like they'll show stuff on TV, and this is the wham bam double. I'm like, nah, that's just like stomach ache. Straight.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't even try to eat that mess. Y'all tripping.
Right.
So I think at this point, just moderation. Moderation in all things. Not so much about overindulging in the food as much because what it is to overeat. It hurts. It's uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
in that regard, I think I'll do better than cutting back on something just eating out of boredom. I'm definitely bad about just eating because there's nothing else to do. Like, oh, I'm just chilling. Let me just get some snacks. It's like, bro, you really ain't even hungry. You just doing this to have something to do. So during that time, man, get better about doing chores around the house, clean up, wash some dishes, do this, straighten things more and more, look around and realize like it's plenty of work that can be done. It's not really to a point if I sit down, I have nothing. I have nothing to do.
Right. And then with that too, as I think about it, with me being married with 3 kids and 2 grandkids, it's very important that I tend to those things. You know what I mean? Because people are counting on me. You know what I mean? A lot of times I put a lot of pressure on myself to do things, but really it's ultimately about taking better care of me. You know what I mean? Just being available, and being more intentional in those relationships as well. Because if no matter how much I dream, how much I want, if I'm not a sound mind and body, man, it's for naught. It's not going to benefit the people that mean the most to me. So just to that point, man, I'm glad y'all brought that up, man. I need to just make sure I reprioritize a lot of things and make sure health and wellness is on the top of that list at the end of the day.
True. Now, when we start talking about getting back in the huddle and changing your mindset, doing things different. I know you spoke on something about like what structure, having a system set up. Is there anybody that you look at right now in the world that you see that is successful, that you think, oh, okay, I kind of like their model?
Shit, Jeff Bezos. Look at Jeff Bezos' track, man. If you ride down Old National Afternoon, man, you'll see 75, 100 Amazon trucks coming up out of the little distro center. And you just recognize, like, the dude is just cold with the systems and implementation. So I see that in a huge operation like an Amazon. You got to respect it. People don't like Walmart, but you got to respect it when like, man, these people busting down huge orders, running stores. They got tens of thousands of people employed, making money off of, this person's idea was so prolific. He's able to feed not only himself, but how many other families, And then also in these times, we're seeing those people have to get small. And they've announced recently Amazon having layoffs and they cutting this back and they closing that, but they're in his adjustments, and it's not, they're not running out of bread, but they also probably looking at and forecasting, if we stay at this rate, moving like this wide open, then yeah, we will eventually run out of bread. So let's make adjustments now and scale it to, how we need to scale it to make it make sense for us. So honestly, I do, look at the same big people that a lot of other folks are looking at, the Bezoses, the Teslas, the whoever else you feel is, in one of those spots. I look at Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. One thing that's been exposed in his move is that there's so much more that goes into him than just one him. You see, he's got a whole staff. He's got a whole media crew that travels with him. He's got a whole coaching staff of other people, trainers, even all kind of other people. So, all that is just God has blessed him to be a leader and have systems in place and make it so that he's able to turn his vision into something that blesses and multiplies and just, feeds those around him as well. So in that regard, I guess I look at those individuals.
Yeah, me personally, I don't have any one person really. I watch a whole lot of people, and what I learned is I need to ask for more help. You know what I mean? Not try to do everything myself. You know what I mean? So to your point, start leaning on the village, if you will, in the spaces where I can't. If I can't get it done myself, just lean on the village some and pull other people in and do more collaboration.
Yes. I think that right there is the key to everybody's success, really. When you can collab and realize your limits. And it's not that you can't do everything, but the part of it is you're gonna run yourself thin, or you're gonna run out of time, or you just overworking. And a lot of times I think we think we can't reach out and make those connections to other people, because everybody's always on this whole I got it out the mud and I did it on my own. But really, at the end of the day, I don't care where you start at, there's going to be somebody that's going to reach down and help you out. You know what I mean? And so we probably would be at a better place if early on in the situation, or early on in our endeavors, we reached out to get that help. You know what I mean? And just make those connections like you were talking about, Trip. And getting out, letting people know, hey, this is what I do, and I know you do this too. So hey, how about we come together? So yeah, man, I think that is big when it comes to success. Like, people don't even see the bigger picture, all the hands moving behind these faces. Yeah, they're the face. They're the main face, but and they may be the brainchild, but really everybody behind them is making that wheel turn. So yeah, man, that is big. I think we gotta start just coming together, pulling people, this resource over here, this resource over there, and I think we will get to that success level. Now we had that mark. We had that mark, Trip.
No, it's all good. After you finish, I was going to blow the whistle after this.
Blow the whistle.
Closing. I'm going to start with final thoughts, man. I'm going to keep it quick, man. My final thoughts for this my adjustments in the huddle, what I'm going to try to do, switch it up coming out, is work smarter, not harder, and find some good investments. It took me a long time to understand that, money is good. It's good to save your money, but the real win is having your money work for you. Your money not going to get tired. You'll get tired before your money will get tired. So I need to find some good investments that are going to be things that I can trust and that are going to be there for the long term and do what they need to do. I understand you don't get something for nothing, but you can't put your money places where it'll work for you even while you're sleeping. So just try to find those opportunities moving forward.
Real quick, I try and get my health, try and create space for others to and provide different content to help other people, and collaboration and getting it done.
That's it, man. That's it. And I'm signing on with all that what y'all just said, man. I got to do the same thing myself. So, hey, man, I look forward to this next year. I wish all of us the best, and I know that we're going to do it, man. I got faith in it, so let's get it done.
Hey, man, only question, does it work for you?
Does it work for you?
I report back and let you know.
Hey, 3R Play Podcast, we out.
Peace.
Appreciate you. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Peace.
You see, the thing that separates us from every other group of slaves is the fact that
thank y'all for tuning in today and every day. And remember to keep running your 3-yard play.
Look at them mouths, we feel like flowers, they gon' grow. We gon' water season, watch that harvest flow. I've been crunching up.
Cause we know heroes are made in the off season.
There should be no reason
and grinding slow is better than crashing out
we
for
get that
dough.
money bound for we don't run it.
Let's say, young brothers, remember,
don't fulfill the promise.
I ain't never 3 yards every day. They can never
I can't
stop.
read that narrative, so ain't no need of calling us. You ain't never had to tell your kid being black was a sin, cause his skin was reflected through America. Taking care of us was just a handout, right? But it was fair when free labor was just as nice. I can bet you your life, your kids living alright. Cause me and mine had to do
rocking
it
with
or die
the
every
3
single
Yard Play
night.
podcast.
I get mine, yeah. You get yours, yeah. But together, nigga, we gon' get some more, yeah. Look at them mouths, we feel like flowers,
So
they
like,
gon' grow.
subscribe,
We
share,
gon' water
and
season,
let's
watch that
discuss.
harvest flow. I've been
What's up with
crunching
us?
numbers, winter, fall, spring, and summer. There should be no
Thank
reason
you.
that the baby
Tuning in
never
to
hunger.
the 3
When
Yard
we get
Play
that money
podcast.
bound for, we don't run it. I only
Focus
pledge
on to
allegiance
it.
to, don't fulfill the promise. Time and time